Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it cracking. Let's talk about Porsha Williams having her baby. Episode 3, the baby is born. The baby's here. She's breastfeeding. She's doing the whole 9. And she's looking fabulous while she do it, girlfriend. I'm like, it's going down. The baby is so beautiful. I was just like, And they got Rolly Gang at the end of the day. But the two grandmamas, the two mamas, happy Mother's Day. Everybody was going at it like, OMG. We know Dennis's mother, she's old school. She wants to go by the old school ways and the religion and basically not have a baby out of wedlock. But it's too late. Dennis done already popped it, did it. The baby here's on the way. So what can we do now? Let that go and work on, and I think she's really so concerned about the prenup is because her money is tied into Dennis's money, and so therefore if he doesn't get a prenup, he doesn't do it right, she could be losing out. She can gang or lose, and that's exactly what Porsha mother was saying. Miss Diane, she was looking fabulous. She was up in there shining, baby. She was letting you know that I may be grandmama mama, but you know what, I still got it going on. But it just seems like Dennis's mother is there to protect her son, and she's not thinking about the overall picture, and she thinks that everybody should be okay with what she's saying. But it's at like a moment where they're basically struggling to keep their self together, and basically he moved, he put his house up, and he took his house off the market and everything like that, and they're trying to live together. They haven't lived together. Porsha hasn't lived with another man since she left Cordell, and then Dennis has been living a single life because he has a bachelor pad, and so now they're having a baby. It's their first child. There's a lot going on, and they both do got businesses, and they both do got money. So basically, it's gonna take some time for shit to happen. The baby's coming. Prepare for that. Prepare the house. Prepare for that, because that's the most important thing is the baby. Yeah, you're gonna worry about the money, and Porsha mother doesn't want to see Porsha in the same state that she was before when she was living with her mother, when she had left, when her and Cordell broke up and he kicked her out on the street, and she doesn't want to face that type of shit again. She don't want to go through that. She don't want to be broke and leaving empty-handed, you know what I'm saying? So, and plus she's concerned, so she don't want to rush it, and it takes a lot to deal with that. So she just wants to have the baby and everything like that. And once the baby is here, because she did have some problems with her thyroids, and she's 37 years old, I think she conceived the baby when she was 36, so she's of age. So she wants to take it easy, and the mom is not hearing. The mom's about business. She's strictly business. She's about like, let's protect ourselves, because she don't know these women, and Dennis hasn't known Porsha for a long time. So she probably feel like they're gold diggers. She probably feel like Miss Diane's a gold digger. It's been word out on the street that Diane's a gold digger. I don't know them like that. So it is what it is. So she's trying to protect her son. And if you have a son, if you have a nephew, you would want to protect him too. But it's the way that mother is doing it. She can tell her concerns to Dennis and guide him, but she needs to do it in a way where it won't be hurtful. It won't be in a way where it'll cause problems between their relationship. And Dennis has to be able not to, relay everything his mother says, because it might be hurtful to Porsha. And some of the things between him and his mother need to be kept secret, because maybe what she says, he can take what she says in, but if he spills what she says, it can hurt Porsha and hurt their relationship. So he has to balance out what information he tells Porsha and what information he doesn't, because she's gonna be upset, and she feels sensitive right now. But now that the baby's out and she's looking fabulous and she's doing well, she'll be alright. So they're gonna handle this prenup. I wish them the best of luck, and I hope they get married and stay together forever, because the way that he caters to Porsha, the mom is concerned that her son is head over here in love, and she probably never seen him like in love like this before, and she just wants to make sure he's not like old McDonald, or he's not like Mickey Mouse in this relationship and get taken advantage of because he swooped. But Porsha swooped too, but she's thinking about just protecting her son and not the whole family together. So we'll see how that pops off. And we see Mama got a little attitude too as well. She was like, and she don't bite her tongue either. But Miss Diane was like, well, we don't never have to speak again. I ain't gonna be fake with you. I ain't gonna play these fake games with you. We can see each other at holidays. I'll see you at the hospital. She said, you might even want to see me there. I was like, oh, Diane and Gina going at a boy. I was like, and then we got Dennis. He got the flowers, everything. He's trying to, cater it to Porsha, make her feel better, but he wants to pick a name. He doesn't want the name that Porsha wants. He doesn't want Pala. That's his ex-girlfriend's name. He don't want that name. He wants something else. So he wants us to dig in a box, and Porsha was like, we can dig in a box all you want, pick out a name, but Dennis is honest, but I'm not honest to this shit. I'm not honest like that, my word is not my bond right now. Like, I'm gonna have to finagle and change it up, and I definitely don't want Penelope. Definitely don't want none of them names that you talking about, baby. And so I was like, Porsha, don't be saying that you ain't good with your words, because these girls will be clipping this shit up and be like, you said that you're not true to your word. So you have that situation. And so, Porsha really wants, Pilar as the name is Spanish this, Spanish that. He was like, we ain't habla español. Like, what are you doing? Like, it is kind of weird, like, having your daughter name the same name as some woman that you were sleeping with. It's kind of weird. And it was also nice to see Porsha on the phone with her mother, talking to her mother like, oh, my husband's here, and he got some books, he got some pens, he got some flowers, he got something going on, so I guess I gotta play this game with him. And it was just so cute and so real. Like, you can tell, like, they be talking like this, like it wasn't all like made up and fake. So I did like that. I did appreciate that. And Porsha picks out the name, and she was like, the ones I didn't like, I folded them a certain way, and the ones I did like, I folded them evenly. And I can tell that this ain't the name I want. It wasn't. I think it was Penelope. All the names that Dennis was saying were ugly names. You know what I'm saying? They really was. And like, he should have started with another letter. He shouldn't. But she wanted peace, so he tried to get the peace. So we got Porsha. She got her red wig on and that red dress. She does look sexy. She does look cute. She wanted to feel sexy. And she's going to meet up with her mother and tell her mother about her situation with Dennis, and how the Miss Gina is all up in the situation. She's all talking about a prenup, talking about this is your house, I don't own it, this and that, blase and the third. And now Dennis is running around saying the same shit to me, talking about this is your house, this is, basically Dennis wants his name on a deed if he's going to live there, if he's going to sell his house, because he ain't trying to lose out, and Porsha ain't trying to lose out either. So that's why she has a rental agreement, so he can't claim right to the property too as well. So he's paying rent while he's living there, but they're both nervous about their property. They probably just need the right consultant and the right people around them to make sure they make the right decision. And Porsha was like, baby, I got lawyers, I got accountants, I got all types of stuff. I know what type of decision I'm going to make. I know I'm going to how to do this prenup. You know what I'm saying? I've been down this road before, baby. But Dennis's mother hasn't been down this road before, so she's trying to do everything she can to protect her son, or any wealth that he does have, because, Dennis expressed that he's so close to his mom because, he doesn't have a father, and his mother's like his best friend, just like Porsha and her mother best friend, but Porsha knows when to have a mother in a situation, when not to. And Diane don't be jumping in like that. You know what I mean? She be like, she know Portia's smart. So it is what it is. Now Porsha goes over there to the hospital, and she checks out to see how the baby's doing. This is going to be their last prenatal appointment. Everything, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be it. The baby's healthy. The baby's fine. Everything's going down. This is where Porsha said it got Dennis's head. The baby has Dennis's head, so we're gonna have to use the baby hair and bring it all the way down her forehead to make it look small. So they're laughing and they're joking, and he seems like he's so into her, and he loves her too as well. And Dennis respects women because the way that he treats his mother, the way he respects his mother, and he respects her opinion, and also how he did put his pad back, put it on the market, but then, now he's renting it out. But like Portia's mother said, Diane, he knew the distance before. He knew how far you guys were going to travel. And it was going to take some time to, get a house or whatever. And so he didn't have a problem with the distance before. What is the big deal? The big deal is he's a man's man. He don't want to be a man that's moving into a woman's house or he's renting from her. He wants to have a property together. And that's the same way Ricky Smiley was saying. Ricky Smiley was like, you're moving into a girl's house or whatever, but it's like you're moving into a woman's house. You guys need to get your own. And so they're going to get their own. They just got to get it together. And like Ricky Smiley said, let it be a comfortable payment and comfortable for both of them. So, Porsha loves that house. She wanted to raise her kids up in that house. She didn't want to raise them up in the city. She wanted to raise them in the country, baby. And so then we got the mothers meet, and we have Dennis' mother. She comes through, and Miss Diane is like, yo, so why are you rushing, them getting a prenup, trying to rush them get married and stuff like that? Is it because your money is tied into his business and you're afraid that your money might go up and might go down with Porsha because things are going to be different because they're going to be a married couple and they got a child now? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, no. She was like, you talking about my money? You talking about the money I got? You talking about my business? Like, and she's feeling a certain type of way. She feels like Miss Diane overstepped her boundary and Miss Gina is not feeling the situation. She was like, you know what? I don't agree with you and I don't need to say nothing to you. And so Miss Diane was like, why are you rushing them to move into their own house? She was like, I'm not saying right away. She was like, the house can close in 45 days after you put the shit down. House closings can go really fast and really soon, and they're about to have a baby. Why are you adding more pressure? And so Miss Diane can't see that she's adding more pressure. Miss Diane is one of them old school women from back in the day that can have 2 babies at the same time, get up, go to work, cook food, catch the bus, feed the kids, give her husband a bath, do all her daughter's hair, have their clothes ready, ironed and clean from school for the next day, make sure they brush their teeth, and she'll go outside and pick some oranges and some apples, and then she'll bake a motherfucking pie. That's the type of woman that she is. She ain't on that, glitzy shit. She's on that down. She's that real down home southern chick that can carry a schoolyard bunch of kids on her back and command her with one word. But right now, her power is weakening, Dennis and his relationship with his woman because it's a conflict and she's pregnant. Why you gotta jump in so much? They ain't married yet. You're gonna be there with Dennis when he does the prenup. You're gonna tell him about the prenup. You're going to get a lawyer, and he's gonna get a lawyer. You're gonna help him with that. So you don't need to do all that to bring that chaos to his home because he ain't even really comfortable there yet until Porsha makes him comfortable. And so Miss Gina was like, I know you be telling her what to do. Miss Diane was like, I don't tell her nothing. Well, maybe you should have told her something the first time she got married to Cordell. But it's all right. Porsha got the shit together. So it is what it is. The mamas, go back and forth. And it's just like, damn. It's just sad to see that they're arguing over shit that don't even matter right now because they ain't even ready to sit down. The baby ain't even here yet. You want them to be together forever and you want them to work it out and to be comfortable with the situation. But the mother's just jumping at it when they already got too much going on. Porsha got to get back to work. This is her first child. She wants to be home. Dennis don't know what to do. He's running around with his head cut off, and that's why his mother is so invested in the relationship because she wants to make sure her son is safe and her son is protected in a situation because she doesn't want him to be taken advantage of. She probably know a bunch of scallywags. So it is what it is. And Miss Diane was like, oh no, I'm not. She was like, I want to work this shit out. I want us to. She was like, but the way you ain't even looking at me. Look at your face. Look at your mouth. Miss Diane is like, you know what? It ain't gonna go nowhere. They both get up and they walk out. Nobody paid the bill. Miss Diane was like, it'd be a damn shame if our kids break up because of us. I'm not here for just Porsha. I'm here for Porsha, Dennis, and the baby. They're a family. Miss Diane wants Porsha to be married and be happy and be on her own 2 feet. She wants to see her daughter live that life that her daughter ultimately wanted to live when she first got married. So she ain't trying to hear this bullshit. She ain't trying to come in between them. She thinks it's gonna work. She thinks it's everlasting love, baby. She still believes in that shit lasts forever. But Miss Gina's like, yo, nothing lasts forever, baby. So you have that situation. So then we have Porsha, she meets up with Ricky Smiley. They joking, they funny. That she's talking about eating beans. He's talking about, ooh, there's gonna be a lot of gas, especially in black beans. And Porsha was like, I'm gonna blame it on the baby. I was like, Then Porsha was describing that, she's not gonna be at work for 2 months. She's off now. She's on maternity leave, and then she has an additional 2 months or whatever. And he was like, what you got, Obamacare? What kind of Obamacare you got? What kind of insurance you got? I was like, Ricky, why you even go there? Ricky Smiley, why you go there with that Obamacare situation? I was like, OMG. And so now we got the mamas. They meet up. Miss Diane, she comes in there. She's crying. She's weeping. She don't want to cause no confusion. She'll like she told Miss Gina. She told Miss Gina, you can have Dennis. You can have Porsha. You can have the baby. I just don't want to come in between what they have, and I don't want them to break up. She started crying. She was putting on a whole big old show, and Miss Diane was not even feeling it. And this was before Porsha's driving. I was like, Porsha, you driving that is so dangerous, but it's all good. You got to do what you got to do. And basically, she's talking to her mom, lets her know that shit didn't go well at dinner with, you know, Miss Gina. And so now they need to work this shit out. They gotta make it happen. And so you have Miss Diane. She's upset. She ain't happy. She's mad. She looks miserable. I think she thinks that they're trying to run a game on her. I don't know if she feels like she's embarrassed because he had a baby out of wedlock. I don't know what it is. It's the money. The money's the problem. She wants to make sure her son is protected and make sure whatever money she invested, whatever time she invested, that it's not taken at the end when they do separate or if they do get a divorce or whatever. You know, she's not going about a fairy tale like they're going to be together forever. At one point in time, they're going to have to separate. And Dennis might move on and do other business. And then that business that he probably leave the mom doing the hot dog business. And then, you know, if they get a divorce, it'd be taken away. So she's thinking about the money. She's thinking about whatever she invested. We don't know what she invested. We don't know what blood, sweat, and tears she put into Dennis's business. But she's totally going about it the wrong way. She needs to have her attorneys there. If they're business partners, her attorneys need to be representing her when Dennis does the prenup or something like that. But she don't got to be in it like that. She can say, guide him and send him places where he needs to go to get the advice, but to tell him, oh, that's her house, you know. But if he, you know, when Porsha was like, he says that, oh, that's her house and whatever, you know, that's strictly coming from a woman. Like, you don't own nothing. That's coming from a woman perspective, and she shouldn't think of it like that they're gonna get the house. But right now, it's just like you just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? And you don't, and then she's gonna have to go back to work. She can't stay on maternity leave forever. She can't stay on vacation forever. So she gotta get back to work too. Then she had the surgery, the stitches, and all this other stuff. And it's just like, give them some time and give them some space to try to work it out. You know what I mean? And look over the prenup. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to meddle in between where it affects their relationship like that. So we got Mama Gina, she's crying and whatever, and you know, Mama Diane, she's crying and whatever, and basically she's telling Dennis she's sorry, she's apologizing. Dennis apologized for his mother. His mother was like, don't apologize. Miss Gina was like, don't apologize on my behalf, don't apologize for me. So Miss Gina seen all the ladies, seen Miss Diane crying, her son like going towards, you know, Miss Diane's side because she's being more humble, and you sitting there with a mean mug. And then Porsha was like, I just want this to work out, you know. And so basically he feels bad. He feels bad that his mother doesn't feel happy about it. He loves his mom and he respects her opinion because she probably helped him out in business, and her stern and her advice, which made him a good man, where, you know, he don't have a bunch of kids by a bunch of different women. He's solid in business, and the first woman he got pregnant, well, the second woman he got pregnant, you know, he's trying to marry and he moved in with her. But she wants to make sure her son doesn't get the short end of the stick. And she's not seeing that they're just in love right now. Let them enjoy the love, because all the other shit is going to come down. All the fighting, the frustration, the arguing, the stress is going to come down. Don't let them have this honeymoon period until they get married. You know what I'm saying? So they make up. The mothers are not going to move into the house. They are going to get nannies. I was like, I'm saying, like, why would you want both mothers to move in? So Miss Gina, she finally cries and she finally gives in. But I think she's a very stern woman, and I think she's been through a lot. And she expresses herself like, I don't think she feels like she has to answer to anybody. And she doesn't have to give a valid point or reason why she feels the way that she feels. She can just give nonchalant shit. And if she was actually able to explain herself or how she feels about the situation, which Miss Diane was trying to talk to her about, and Miss Gina just shut down. She didn't want to explain her side. Maybe she didn't want to explain it on TV. But anyways, they made up. They worked the shit out. But mama gonna be a problem in the future. So anyways, you know, Porsha done cleaned out the closet. Everything looks nice. Dennis got his shit up there. They done hired some people to come through. And so Porsha and Dennis are actually going to counseling. And the therapist come to the house and do a special call. But Porsha really didn't let Dennis say whatever he needed to say. But they could have cut it out too as well. But Porsha just expressed how wonderful Dennis has been to her. And how she wouldn't be able to go through this without him, because he's so caring. And he was answering to every need and call, because he's just as happy. And she felt like, I felt like he was pregnant with me, and that's pregnant with me too. And that's the greatest thing in the world, when you can say, I felt like my partner was pregnant with me, because they understand your moods and you went through it together, baby, not by yourself, together. So everything's all good. She made space with him. No mama's coming, and they getting ready to go have the baby. Porsha got the glam squad in the house. She got 18 suitcases or whatever. She's laughing about it because she was like, I got a whole bag of new baby clothes. I got baby clothes in here, baby. Taking all that shit to the hospital because she's spoiled and she just wanted to overpack and underpack. I don't blame you. I rather overpack than underpack. And so you got her sister taking her to the hospital, and basically they getting ready to go, and they're popping a bottle of champagne. Porsha was like, yeah, baby, it's technically somebody's birthday. It's our child's birthday, so yeah. And they're turning up and they're happy, they're joyful. He's drinking the champagne. They're like kids, like that are in love, and it's happy to see. And and this is something that baby can watch. And they was really joyful about Porsha getting ready to have the C-section, because Portia's gonna have the C-section. It's better for her, and Dennis is happy that she's gonna have a C-section because she don't have to tighten it up, or get her, or get ready for it to get back tight again. You know what I'm saying? It only takes a couple of weeks. So we have that situation, and they partying. Dennis got the liquor, and Portia's getting on him about the liquor. He was like, yo, you got all them suitcases. Back in the day in the hospital, you bring the cigars, you bring the liquor, the doctors, the nurses, the CNAs, the janitors. They celebrate and drink with you. They don't do that no more, I don't think. And so they're on the way to the hospital, and Porsha is playing like she's having a baby, like she's driving like she's in labor because she's having a C-section and it's planned. So her and her sister just sitting there playing like if she really is pregnant. She's acting like, we gotta hurry up and get to the hospital, the baby's coming, and stuff like that. So the shit is really funny, and they're just having a good time. Everything's all good and they're happy, but business and the money shit lingers. That's the thing, and they're gonna have to deal with that. Porsha delivers her baby's here, the baby's home, the baby is actually beautiful. She got herself a nanny. I don't know who she picked for the nanny. I wonder who she picked for the nanny or whatever. And so then the baby's there, they happy. He got a gift for her. Look how pretty her baby is. And then I can't tell who she looks like, but you guys tell me, who do you think the baby looks like, Dennis or looks like Porsha? And she's breastfeeding and everything. Let's see how long Porsha is breastfeeding. I wonder if Portia's still breastfeeding. So anyways, because Porsha was like, you know what, I'm gonna breastfeed as long as I can. And Dennis is so in tune to her breastfeeding, and he just talks about the bond between a mother and a daughter, how the child bonds with the mother because of the breastfeeding, and talking about her milk is all good. I was like, they had too much. And so he got the watches, he got the rollies, baby, and look at the baby with the little rollie on. So they happy right now, and the baby's there, the rollie gang's in the building. So only complication they're really gonna be as once they work out the prenup. If Candy and Todd can work out a prenup, Porsha and Dennis can work out a prenup, and everything should be fine, and the mother should calm down and relax and just be a supportive grandmother instead of trying to meddle and interfere. Dennis is probably going to have to keep some of his business to himself because his mother is going to give him advice or tell him to look at it this way, and she might be giving the right advice, but then he comes home and he brings it to Porsha, and the Porsha don't like it, and then it has confusion. Just like if your girlfriend's giving you advice about your relationship, you don't go back and tell your man what your girlfriend said. You just keep it secret and you move accordingly. You know what I mean? Don't switch it up too quick. So congratulations to Porsha. Congratulations to all the mothers and the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Peep Squad is in the building. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share the video. Peep Squad is in the building. Porsha done gave birth to her first baby, and on Mother's Day we get to see the episode of her daughter debuting on TV with the Rollie, baby. Mamas and mamas.